Hi everybody, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to practice your observation skills because we're entering the phase of the course where we'll be doing several observations of children. And of course, all of these observations will be remote this semester due to the shelter in place. So let's look at the example that I have uploaded as a resource in Module 5. And it's a sample observation, but it does have some flaws. So let's just review first of all what makes a good observation and one that's worthy of being used as data for your analytical essays, which will be upcoming with the Ages and Stages project. So first of all, you want the observation to be detailed and descriptive. We want the level of detail to be so strong that I can actually imagine what you saw during the observation. We want it to be factual, and we also want it to be objective. And we talked about objectivity when you were doing your birth and pregnancy interview in relation to the questions that you were asking. So objectivity or neutrality has to do with not making any assumptions, sticking only to the facts, and leaving your opinion completely out of it. You also want to make sure that you are thinking about punctuation, using proper grammar, and so on and so forth. So here is the sample observation for you to work with. Child A played with the ball. The baby looked happy. She threw the ball at a caregiver to catch. She easily ran to get the ball from the caregiver. She liked the game, so she threw the ball for a long time. She then played with child B. So the first thing I'm noticing is there is a lack of detail. And there's some assumptions in this. So let's take it sentence by sentence. Child A played with the ball. So that's definitely needing a period. And this word played is very, very vague. What does that mean? Does that mean she threw the ball? She was catching the ball? She was rolling the ball? So let's get more specific here. So maybe instead of played, what she did is child A held the ball with two hands. Okay, so I can definitely picture that. Second sentence, the baby looked happy. Well, happy is an interpretation. So in your observations, you want to avoid making any assumption about emotion or intention. So let's imagine what the baby might have done to give us the impression that they were happy. So maybe the baby smiled. And period. Okay. She threw the ball at a caregiver to catch. So a couple of things here. One is she threw the ball. How? Did she throw it with two hands, with one hand, up, down, across? So let's see. Again, just using my imagination because I don't have an actual video that I'm referring to like you will have. I'm going to write something to the point of she threw the ball with two hands. She threw the ball up with two hands. And I'm going to say towards a caregiver. And then to catch. So this is a little bit of an assumption, the to catch part. I'm just going to say she threw it with two hands towards a caregiver and just leave out the interpretation. Okay. She easily ran to get the ball from the caregiver. So here we go. Easily is definitely an assumption. So rather than saying easily, I'm just going to say, I'm going to omit this opinion. I'm going to say she ran maybe quickly to get the ball from the caregiver.
Yeah.
And then here we have some punctuation. She liked the game, so she liked the game. How do we know she liked the game? So this is an assumption.
Good.
So rather than interpret what I saw, what I might do instead is she write something along the lines of she threw the ball again, or she played with the ball by throwing it. Omit the word play, of course. And then it says here she threw the ball for a long time. So in this case, you could be much more specific. She threw the ball for 5 minutes, or she threw the ball 3 times, something along those lines. And then she played with child B. What, again, play is just a word you want to avoid using altogether because it's so vague. So I'll give you another practice paragraph to work on so you can hone your observation skills, and then you can apply them to your first observation assignment. Okay.